Once upon a time in a lively green meadow, there lived 3 little pigs. They were brothers, each with a big heart and a love for adventure. Their names were Pip, Pop, and Percy. One day the 3 little pigs decided it was time to build their own houses. "We need a place to call home," said Pip, the youngest pig. "Somewhere safe and cozy." The 3 brothers set off to gather materials for their houses. Pip, who was always in a hurry to play, decided to build his house out of straw. "This will be quick and easy," he thought. He stacked the straw high and soon had a little house ready to go. Pop, the middle brother, wanted a house that was a bit sturdier, but he didn't want to spend too much time building it. So he chose sticks. He tied them together and made a small house that stood tall among the trees. Percy, the oldest and wisest pig, knew that a strong house would take time and effort. He gathered bricks and built a solid house, brick by brick, making sure it was strong and safe. As the pigs finished their houses, they were excited to show them off. But before they could, they heard a deep growl coming from the forest. It was the big bad wolf. The wolf was hungry, and he had his eyes on the 3 little pigs. He licked his lips and said, little pigs, let me in." Pip, safe inside his straw house, shouted back, "Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down," roared the wolf. And with a mighty blow, the wolf sent Pip's straw house flying through the air. Pip squealed and ran as fast as he could to Pop's stick house. The wolf followed and knocked on the stick house. Little pigs, let me in." Pop, with Pip by his side, shouted, "Not by the hair on our chinny chin chins." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." And with another powerful blow, the wolf sent the stick house tumbling down. Pip and Pop ran to Percy's brick house as fast as their little legs could carry them. The wolf, now very hungry and very angry, arrived at Percy's brick house. He knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me in." But Percy, Pip, and Pop stood together and shouted, "Not by the hair on our chinny chin chins." The wolf huffed and puffed, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't blow down the brick house. He tried again and again, but the house stood firm. Exhausted, the wolf finally gave up. He slunk away into the forest, defeated. The 3 little pigs cheered and danced around, grateful for Percy's strong house. They learned an important lesson that day. Taking the time to do something right is always worth it. From then on, the 3 little pigs lived happily together in Percy's sturdy brick house, safe from the big bad wolf. And whenever they heard a growl in the forest, they just smiled and knew they were safe, thanks to their brother's hard work.